A little girl sat in her room with her messy brown hair were pulled up into little pigtails. As her hazel eyes stared at the door, she hugged her stuffed giraffe close to her little body and listened closely to the loud yells of her father and mother. "I should never had any damn kids," screamed a loud, deep voice. "All they do is make messes, complain, draw wolves." He cut off by the high, angry yell of the girl's mother. "They're children, David. They don't know any better." "Oh, fuck me, Meredith. I don't want to hear bullshit excuses. I've had just about enough of and with them." "And what do you plan to do about it?" The girl heard the footstep coming towards her room, and she hugged her giraffe closer. The door was violently opened, and in the doorway stood her large, angry, overweight father. In one of his meaty hands, he held a large textbook. "Stop it, David!" "Sorry, I can't speak today." "David, stop it!" screamed her mother. But the father ignored his wife's pleading cry. He grabbed the little girl by the collar, and she screamed and kicked, trembling and shaking in fear. The girl's father harshly held up the textbook. "This is for drawing on my fucking walls, you little bitch." Years later, the girl, also known as Natalie, was 9 years old. Going through the stage of puberty, she was naturally a little chubby like the usual. She sat in her room watching TV. Her dad was ranting on about some economic crap that she really couldn't give less a shit about, as she munched on some popcorn. She was also currently drawing a picture. There was a bit of gore in it, but strangely, she really liked drawing blood. It gave her some weird satisfaction. Other than that, multitasking was no problem for her. It became apparent to her at a young age, after having to do so much hard work and labor, that she was able to do so many things at once. Drawing ended up being her talent and passion. It was her way from escaping from reality. Whenever something bad would happen, Rare's ugly head appear or when she was simply bored, she suddenly heard the closing of her door and looked to the left, pausing on munching her popcorn. There stood her brother, Lucas, who was 14 years old. "What is it?" She could still hear her father's yelling from outside the door. Dad's scaring you?" He dodged. "No way. I think we're both used to his yelling by now." There was a long pause. "So why are you in here?" He seems to play with this sleeve slightly and twitched a bit. "I have to ask you something." He trained his eyes on her. She frowned slightly, growing impatient with her brother interrupting her movie and drawing. "What?" He moved a little closer. "You said you wanted to be cool and grow up like a teenager, right?" She nodded slightly, brightened up suddenly. "Well, I have an offer. Just split it out, you dimwit. You know what you guys and girls do together sometimes, right?" The next day at school, Natalie did not say a word. She did not speak for the whole day. She didn't have any more to speak to anyways. Nobody could know nobody should know, and so nobody would know. Her teacher picked up a few of her puzzle's expressions, but she demised it as if she just did not understand the lesson. Natalie also felt as if she was in severe pain. She had no idea it could hurt being scared. She walked home and silently went to her room. But later in the day, she was once again greeted by her brother. Nobody would know. At school, she finally decided to tell someone. Even though they weren't her friends, she just felt she had to. She walked up into a group of girls who she would occasionally see in the hallway. They looked like nice girls, and Natalie had occasionally talked before. "Hey, Mia," the ginger girl looked over at Natalie, having a straight face. "Yeah, I really need to talk to you about something."